Have you ever wondered what would happen if a seemingly ordinary family was thrust into a nightmare where malevolent forces refused to let go? Imagine moving into a new home, only to discover that something dark and dangerous was lurking in the shadows, tormenting you and your loved ones for years. This is the chilling tale of the Smurl family, whose haunting experience in a Pennsylvania house would go down in history as one of the most terrifying paranormal stories ever told. In 1973, the Smurl family, a mother, father, and their 4 daughters, moved into a duplex on Chase Street in West Pittston, Pennsylvania. The house seemed perfect for their new life after their previous home was flooded by Hurricane Agnes. It was a fixer-upper, but with time and effort, the Smurls hoped to turn it into their dream home. Little did they know, they were about to become part of a real-life horror story. At first, the family noticed minor inconveniences. Tools would go missing, appliances turned on by themselves, and strange stains bled through fresh paint. But they shrugged it off as the quirks of an old house. However, things soon took a darker turn. They began to feel a pervasive sense of dread, as if the house itself was alive, watching, waiting, and plotting. Soon after, the family began experiencing terrifying, unexplainable events. The first signs of something truly sinister were the phantom doppelgangers that appeared to Mary and Janet Smurl. These dark figures would take their forms, calling out their names in menacing tones, sowing confusion and fear. The house seemed to take on a life of its own, as swirling pockets of darkness drifted down the hallways. As the days passed, the situation escalated. The strange noises grew louder, and the family found themselves under constant siege by unseen forces. But the most horrifying events occurred when Janet claimed she was physically attacked. One night, as she lay beside her husband, she was touched by an invisible entity, and Jack, half awake, saw a dark figure crawling near Janet's legs. The mattress trembled violently, as if something unseen was moving beneath them. The terror didn't stop there. The Smurls' lives were now marked by violent, physical encounters. A light fixture fell from the ceiling, injuring one of the daughters. Another daughter was thrown down the stairs by an unseen force, and their German shepherd was hurled against a wall. Janet herself claimed that she was lifted off the ground by the malevolent spirit and thrown back into the room. Despite these horrors, the family fought to remain strong. Jack's health began to deteriorate under the stress, and even their neighbors started to hear screams emanating from the house when the family wasn't home. No one could deny the growing presence of something truly evil. Seeking help, the Smurls turned to the Catholic Church, hoping that a priest could provide answers. But the diocese hesitated to intervene, needing more concrete proof. With their options running out, the Smurls reached out to Ed and Lorraine Warren, the famed demonologists who had investigated the Amityville horror case. The Warrens arrived in 1986 and immediately sensed something was wrong. Ed Warren described the house as being steeped in a chilling coldness, and upon invoking the name of Jesus Christ, a dark, malevolent form materialized before them. Lorraine Warren, using her psychic abilities, claimed that 4 distinct entities were haunting the house: a benevolent older woman, a malevolent young girl, a man who had tragically died in the house, and a poltergeist that controlled them all. The primary demon was believed to have grown stronger over time, using its powers to tear the family apart mentally and physically. Despite the Warrens' efforts to rid the house of the spirits, including conducting exorcisms and invoking prayers, the entity remained. In the meantime, the Smurl story gained traction in the media, turning them into reluctant celebrities. Journalists from across the country flocked to West Pittston, with news outlets like CNN, CBS, and the New York Post covering the family's horrifying ordeal. Local residents, too, became swept up in the drama, with some even visiting the house at night in the hopes of witnessing something supernatural. However, the public's fascination came at a cost. The Smurls found themselves under constant media scrutiny, with reporters and curious onlookers bombarding their home. One neighbor recalled how a camera crew from Germany set up in his driveway, making it nearly impossible to go about daily life. The Smurls quickly realized that sharing their story with the world had brought them no relief, only more turmoil. As the family's struggle with the demonic forces continued, skeptics began to question the validity of their claims. Some dismissed the events as hoaxes, while others suggested that the family might be suffering from psychological issues. Paranormal investigators, like the mentalist Kreskin, attempted to debunk the haunting, arguing that the disturbances were simply the result of psychological manipulation. Yet, the Smurls insisted that they weren't imagining their experiences, pointing to dozens of witnesses, including family members and neighbors, who had seen or heard the strange occurrences. By 1987, after years of escalating fear and suffering, the Smurls were finally forced to leave their home. The haunting that had plagued them for over a decade had taken its toll. While the truth of their experiences remains shrouded in mystery, one thing is certain. The Smurl family's ordeal on Chase Street in West Pittston is a chilling reminder of how far the supernatural can reach, and how it can alter the course of a life. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.